Welcome back. I'm Dr. Ruckus, and today we are playing Mono White Soldiers in Ranked Standard. This is one of the most winningest decks in the format right now. In the one drop slot, we have the Ocean Frontliner, a pretty annoying threat. It actually is quite powerful in multiples when you can pump several of them up at a time. Also has the Unearth ability to come back for more hasty damage later. Lay Down Arms is premium removal. Yes, the opponent does get to gain 3 life, but at just 1 mana, it can fit into your curve at pretty much any point and exile almost any blocker you need, as long as you run a sufficient number of planes to keep it powered up. Recruitment Officer, for the most part, just a 1 mana 2/1 soldier that works with the themes. Occasionally, you will use the 4 mana ability to pluck a creature card from the top 4 cards. Maybe a Brutal Cathar if you get lucky and you need it, but mostly just a 1 mana 2/1 that hits pretty hard. Guardian of New Benalia, very annoying to deal with, can offer some scry through the enlist ability, but also can become indestructible, which makes it quite hard for opponents' removal decks to target it. Thalia, since we are running almost only creatures with the exception of Lay Down Arms, this is almost just a straight up tax on the opponent and takes your opponent off doing things like sweepers on turn 4 and reanimations on turn 5. Quite valuable, must run all 4. Valiant Veteran works super well in the deck. We have lots of 1/1 tokens being pumped out, as you'll see shortly, but just generically, it's a strong 2-drop, powers up your Frontliner and Officer for some more damage on turn 2. 3 drops Cathar, our other removal spell in the deck, can get picked off pretty easily as a 2/2. Do also note that when it does flip, it is no longer a soldier, it is just a creature werewolf, so you don't get those soldier bonuses, but the ability to flip back and forth could be useful in some games. Siege Veteran, our new Luminarch Aspirant, a 3 mana 2/2, put a +1 counter on a creature control each turn, but the second ability, man, is really quite valuable. Whenever another non-token soldier you control dies, create a 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature token. This means you trade really well as you just pump out these extra tokens, and if they all get pumped by Valiant Veteran, you are sitting quite pretty. And then the cherry on top, this card is pretty disgustingly good. Morel's Shield of Argive, 4 mana, 3/4 legendary creature, human soldier. During your turn, your opponents can't cast spells or activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. So that means when you cast her, your opponent then has the opportunity to cast something in response, either a counterspell or pick off one of your 1, 2, or 3 drops. But once she lands, they're out of gas. They can't, for the most part, there's not a whole lot they can do. But then the second ability is what puts us over the top. Whenever she attacks, create X 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature tokens, where X is the number of soldiers you control. If you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 soldiers sitting around, you attack and you make 5 soldier tokens, your opponent just can't race you back. Any aggressive deck just then can't bash their way through your blockers. And if you have the veteran out, they all become 2/2s, or if 2 veterans out, they all become 3/3s. It's just she amasses an army all by herself and left unanswered can completely just take over games. So very powerful. Mana base, we're running 24 lands. We're only running 3 Mistress Foundry. Mistress Foundry's probably occasionally it will let you win the game and you can sneak over victory. It's probably at its best in dealing with planeswalkers, right? It effectively gives you an extra hasty attacker, but for the most part, a deck goes pretty wide. So in terms of getting an attacker around blockers to pick off a planeswalker, in general, we're pretty good at that. And so if I had to pick between 3 and 4 foundries, I'm just running 3 because I'd rather prioritize the extra chance to hit that planes so that we can lay down arms and pick off a shoulder. That's the bigger threat I'm worried about, and I'd like to deal with that more consistently. So just 3 foundries in the mana base. That's the deck. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. On the play with some 2-drops. Let's do it. Planes first. Mountain Kumano. I had $1 for every time I said that sentence. What do you think? This makes Play with Fire more expensive, and Lightning Strike as well. Okay, actually, is it Swift Spear? No blocks. Take 2. 1 mana open. Yeah, I think we can Cathar them here. Slow them down a little bit. Swing for 2. They can get in with their own Kumano this turn. But I think we can race them. Thalia definitely slows them down quite a bit. They'd have to take an entire turn off to remove it with Play with Fire. Okay. So they bounce you, which allows them to play with Fire. So there it is. They get back the Swift Spear. And we might just play out a 3/4 this turn. If we can hit the land, we do. It's a pretty good blocker. I think it's good. I mean, playing the first striker plus veteran is also quite good. But if we can start attacking next turn with Morel and start creating 2/2 blockers off it, it's going to be very strong. Take the Consider first. We're probably going to go no blocks this turn, as awkward as that is. Consider again. Okay. Up to a 3/4 now. And the Battle Mage. Okay, sweet. They don't even bluff an attack. If they had not played the Battle Mage and attacked first. Ah. Well, removal's pretty good in general. Gains trample. Yeah, we could take out one of these now. Perhaps the Battle Mage here. Okay. And let's swing for 3. And we don't have to drop Dahlia. We might anyway, though. Alright, we get our blocker. Dahlia makes all their spells much more obnoxious. I think we do go with Dahlia here. Pumping up the 1/1 into a 2/2 is nice. But this really slows them down. Do nothing. That's quite huge. Just start pumping the entire squad. And pump the entire squad again. We definitely get him with Morel. I think we're pretty happy to get him with everyone here. Create 5 blockers. That's game. I don't think they can get through that. Yeah. Morel's busted, man. She's good. On the play. And we get that frontliner down. Mono black. Into the old sleeper trick. I mean, we have so much removal in hand. Maybe we burn one now. Alright. Goodbye. Swing in for 1. Okay. See if they give us a Cathar target. They do. I guess we would prefer to do Cathar. It doesn't really matter. I mean, we'd like to get a lot of soldiers down for Morel. Issue being, if they remove Cathar now, they get back the underdog. Okay. Next underdog comes down. I think we're just going Morel here. And we could attack with the frontliner, get the Cathar through, but I don't think that's worth it. So we'll go ahead and do nothing. And plan to attack with Morel next turn. Maybe also lay down arms and power up the Foundry. Cut down now. Get back the 3/2. And go for the throat on Morel. Alright, well, they have all the answers. Swing for 3. Benalia's pretty good. I think we need to save lay down arms at this point. For Sholdred. So I think that's all this turn, and we leave the land to block. Okay. Duress. They're just going to take lay down arms. We could sack it now with the Benalia. I don't think there's any point in doing that, and it's tapped, it can't block anyway. So they just get the lay down arms. Liliana, sack a creature. Okay, that's fine. Lose the frontliner now.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit when we win.
Okay. Take 1 block here. And drop off the plains. We can swing back with Mishra. So, looks like they're going to lose Liliana. I choose to minus now, but we just minus the frontliner. We could also minus the Foundry, but I kind of like keeping the Foundry around. The frontliner comes back anyway. A Ganjo. I guess we'll keep that. We could hold a Ganjo for the underdog. I don't know how important that is. I think it's more important to get a Scry on this turn. So you can come back. You can power up. Send you face. And you to Liliana. Tap you. Okay. Plus goes here. We don't need more land. Another Guardian's okay. I think I'm okay with that. Swing for 5. Liliana goes down. I think we hold the Aganjo. In case you need to protect the Benalia. Well, we can't protect against that. Okay. Play backup Benalia. I think we hold the land for indestructible. We could also trade the Foundry. They're pretty similar here. Let's try to keep the Foundry around. They duress, they can't take the land, so that's fine. Trespasser takes a card out of the graveyard. Doesn't change what we can do this turn. Does drain us for 2 though, which does suck. Okay. Down to 5. Looking like a loss this game. Sleeper as well. They can now draw extra cards every turn. And we got a block here. I think we drop off the Ganjo. Could use it to pick off the Glutton. We'll draw back up Benalia this turn. Maybe we need the Aganja to pick off the Glutton. Even so, we're just so toast here. We'd have to double spell, which we can't do either. Yeah, we're just dead. We can save you for the Trespasser, but doesn't really matter. Okay. Flip the Night Side. Play back an Underdog. Play Shouldred anyway. Yeah, we're absolutely toasted that game. On the play. Lanes Frontliner. Let's go. Against BGH251F2. Okay. On that Shark Counterspell Life, but they're actually Azorius Soldiers. Okay. Little throwdown here. Let's see. Do you want to trade here? I think we're happy to trade. See if they want to offer it. Nope. Okay. Would we drop off a Morel to block the officer? I don't think so. But do they really have removal? Ooh, tap land. Let's go. Okay, they don't offer the trade anyway. With the next land, cool. So we'll play out another Benalia this turn. Drop off a Morel. Hit the Scry. I think I'm down for that. I think we take the Scry here over the extra attack. Next we're just going to play Morel, though. Yeah, we'll take the Scry here. Okay, I think we're good on land. This could be good removal eventually. But I think as long as we just populate the board with Morel, we'll win. No blocks, they eat it all. Drop another soldier, set up for Morel next turn. Let's hope they don't leave mana open for the blue counterspell that some of these decks run, but not all of them. Okay. They choose to attack. I think we just let them have it here. We're in a pretty advantageous position. Okay, so they could have the counterspell here. Could play Morel before combat to prevent instant source. I don't think they play removal, though. Let's just swing all here. You can drop Morel after combat. I don't even think we need to scry. Because I'm not sure if they have anything or not. Okay, it's Resolute Reinforcements. Alright, so we could have played Morel. Let's see if they try to block anyone. Take the trade there. Okay, I think that's all fine. Not sure would have changed too much. They could have used it in response to us casting Morel, and then I think they would have had the same outcome. And they scooped. They're stuck on land. Okay, kind of an uneventful game there. The play. Up against Find a Ghoul. Okay. Bendoggle. Planes do nothing. That's what I like to see. Go ahead and attack here first. And drop a Thalia. We'll see if they are also aggro. We're going to have a pretty nice first striker this coming turn. Ooh, okay. Conformant. Faithful Mending, potentially Reanimator. And it is a 3-2. I think we drop the Veteran and swing with Thalia and the Frontliner. Put the counter here. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Offer a trade with the Frontliner. They go ahead and take it. We get a 1/1 out of the deal with the veteran. No complaints from us. Third land. No blue, by the way. Another Rafine's Informant. So they're on the connive train. They're just really stuck on mana. Hopefully we can win before they can hit 5 lands and sweep. At least Thalia is taxing them out of a sweeper right now. Okay, we could go veteran plus frontliner here. Or just get the next veteran down. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Okay. +1 counter. Doesn't matter where we put it. And we'll put you here. Oh, this is fine. Okay, 1 chump there. Take 8. Drop down to 8. And we have lethal presented. They don't have enough mana to sweep. They finally hit their blue mana source. Ooh, they do have enough mana to sweep. Okay, they play the temporary lockdown. Pretty nice. Drop the next veteran. Okay. Hit him as hard as we can here. Yeah, I see almost no one playing this card. It's a pretty sweet card. It's just awkward with some of the things you might want to do. Tap land. They're actually Bants. Lay down arms. Take out one of the veterans. It is exiled. Hit the next land from Morel. I'll play you out now to force them to use removal. I don't know if that really matters. Now just attack first here. Okay. Attempt to a swing for 3. They had Ganjoed. Okay. Can cast spells or activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. I don't think that would have stopped the Ganjo. But maybe next time I play that before combat just in case. Depopulate. They hit the sweeper. And we're out of gas. Discard a Ganjo. Yeah, I don't think Morel would stop that. Artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. Okay, we get the creature land. It's a little bit late. And dear. They do the mending thing. Are they in fact Reanimator or just control? They are the Reanimator deck. Let's see if they have it. They're digging deeper. That's a lot of draws to look for repair and recharge. Bin some lands. They got 5 mana. Let's see if they have it. They don't do anything. Okay. They did not hit repair and recharge. I think we dropped the veteran here. We can also power up the foundry. Play you first. Play around, make the spear. Then we power up the foundry. Move to combat. Swing for 3. And the Emperor comes down. Okay. Alright. Exile the foundry. They don't have a blocker for the Emperor yet. Okay, they make a blocker now.
Keep watch for intruders.
Invoke Justice. Alright. Yeah. He got me. Good game. Looks like a keep to me. Mono blue. Okay. Let's get the 2/1 down under any counter spells. See if we can rack up some damage in the early game. Mono blue Storm Chaser Drake. Okay, well, we're happy to offer the trade here. And if not, we might lay down arms anyway. Let's start with an attack. I think we picked this off. They're not going to have that many creatures. And the sooner we get rid of this, the better. We'll play another officer. Thalia is also good, but I think this slows them down even more. Okay, Generous Visitor. And they do have an enchantment for it. Now it's a 2/2. Not the Foundry here. Thalia and the Frontliner are both good. I'll start with Thalia in case they have a Fading Hope they want to cast. Or a Phase Out. Ooh, look at them with the counterspell. Okay. I think we still give them the card draw here. There's a pretty good chance they have another enchantment. They are, in fact, an enchantment-based deck. So let's go ahead and assume that they would get through anyway. Audacity. All right. Opponent swinging for the fences here. 5 trample coming through. No blocks. And they get what? A draw or draw discard? Straight up draw. Okay. Hope the entire squad's pretty good. Veterans also pretty good. I guess veterans maybe slightly better. It's just more mana efficient at the very least. Okay. Fading Hope. Back to the hand. Veteran would have been better in retrospect. We're still swinging here, though. When it drops down to 11. Okay, they get their draw. They play out a Kami. They're down to 1 card left in hand. Well, the veteran makes all our attacks pretty good. Actually, both of these do. I think we try this again. Okay. Put the counter here. Swing with everyone. Sure, one of these is fine. When it takes the trade there. Okay. We got a 1-1 out of the deal. Drop the frontliner, and next turn pump the entire squad. They decide to attack again. They have trample, so there's not really a point in blocking. And I think we're looking for lethal on the crackback. So we take 5 and let them see that next card. Security bypass. Okay. Why? Because they want to untap it. Brutal forces the hexproof. I think we just go for the win with the veteran instead. So go block here, take a lot. Yeah. So we play Brutal and they have the untap, give it hexproof, then that's not as ideal. I think the veteran just guarantees victory there. On the play. Let's go. All right. Frontliner on 1. Opponent has a sleeping dumpling apple creature. Playing the Swift Spear, though. Okay. And they attack. Let the games begin. Don't think we remove that yet. I think we just drop the veteran here. And swing for 2. So Kenzan into Kumano. Power up the Swift Spear. Okay, no blocks. See if they have anything else for us this turn. Well, we don't have to play the Cathar here. It's not a great target. Is it any better to play the frontliner, though? I think we save the laydown arms for something we can't handle. I think we are playing the Cathar. We don't have to do it before combat, though. So we can just attack here first. There is stick, maybe? Yeah, okay. So the fire's there. That's fine. Okay. We're saving the Cathar for their 3-drop. I think we just play it out now. We got a good chunk of removal in hand. A Ganjo plus laydown arms. Adversary comes down as 3/3. They swing, no blocks. We hit more land here. We don't have to remove this guy. But I guess we're losing the race. Could also do nothing this turn and double spell next turn. If that was the case, we probably could have attacked. Or the Foundry is summoning sickness anyway. Yeah, I think I'm down for that. Let's flip the Night Side here. They get a good chunk of damage this turn, but hopefully we really stabilize the board this next turn. We can also a Ganjo. Lightning Strike. Okay, well, you're going down. So we can take the free block on the Swift Spear instead of a Ganjoing. That might be worth it. Not sure if they have stick. I guess they do. All right. They have it all then. Down to 6. Siege Veteran. Okay. I think it's the veteran plus lay down arms this turn. Take out the adversary while we can. I think we're putting you here. No attacks. We want to block with the frontliner, making out the token. Phoenix Chick, they now have air power. Swing with everyone. I think we're taking this block, eating at least 2. I think we need to keep the veteran around. They pick off the veteran now. Oh, they go face, actually. All right, that's lethal. Okay. Mono Red, you got me. On the play with a curve. Let's freaking go. Xeno against the frontliner. Okay. Get the Foundry down now. We could actually attack on 3 if we needed to, instead of casting the Cathar. Here comes Thalia. No stick there. No play with fire in hand. They can't cast a whole lot this turn other than creatures. Actually, Gruul. Into the Loam Speaker. I'm not gonna ramp on us. Okay. We'll go ahead and clear out their blocker here. Swing for 4. Pump there. And land lets us Morel next turn. We'll see if that happens. Stormseeker. Okay, so they're kind of the more higher curve Gruul aggro deck. No attacks. We hit the next land drop. Okay. We're definitely dropping Morel this turn. But I don't think we have any good attacks. Could attack with the frontliner and Thalia. That's not bad. But if we just keep the frontliner around, we have even more soldiers for next turn. So let's not burn our soldier. I don't think it's worth it right now. Rending Flame. Okay, they can answer the first Morel. Still no attacks. Lay down arms. It's interesting. Do we have to pick off a Raiju or a whatever the red-green card is instead? I don't think we have to burn this turn. I think we burn it next turn and swing really hard. No attacks again. There's a target we might want to lay down arms. Let's see if they're finally ready to attack. They actually do here. Okay, we're going to race them really hard on the way back then. I don't think we take any blocks. Guardia Juvenile is a really good blocker as well. And probably just make sure we have enough white open. I think we take the Stormseeker out. Swing incredibly hard, have a ton of blockers on the crackback. We'll play you out before combat, so we have one more soldier for Morel. And yeah, like I said, hit him extremely hard here. And now we have 5 1/1 blockers to chump block the Raiju for the rest of the game. Okay. This card is good, dude. This card is very good. On the play. Okay. Plains frontliner it is. Okay. Golgari. Benalia is pretty annoying to deal with, but we get to jam in for more damage by just going veteran. Let's start here. And we'll see if they have removal or not. It's not removal immediately. Okay. We got some good attacks here. Swing in. +1 there. One that drops down to 11 on turn 3. And we got one more veteran to go. Third land, they don't have double black yet, if they needed to cast Shouldred. They do nothing. So we might see removal here. Siege Veteran's not bad. Because then if they use removal, we get a token out of the deal. But it's less mana efficient. So I think I'd rather start with the veteran here. And I expect one of these veterans to get picked off with an Infernal Grasp type effect. They could just be trying to block and use the Shigeki though. It's possible. Okay, put a +1 somewhere. Lethal presented, they have to block. Okay, so it looks like they're just going to block and get the land. They drop by 8 down to 3. I think we play out the Benalia, and then even if they sweep the board, we can make the Benalia indestructible, and then attack with the Benalia and the Mishra's Foundry for lethal. I guess if it's minus X... Oh, they have Blast Zone. Does that do anything? I don't think so. If they have the minus X sweeper, we lose Benalia anyway. Maybe we don't deploy the Benalia then. Okay. It's no double black, it's no shouldered, it's no black sweeper. So I think we probably get there this turn. Yep, alright. Feels good. On the play, we'll give this a go. And drop our 1 mana 2-1. Oh, one that says hello. Hello, Regni Z. Blast Zone. Okay. Well, our plan's pretty clear here. Slam a bunch of 1 mana 2-1s and try to go the distance. Eventually they might Blast Zone them all away, but we gotta try for the time being. Loam Speaker Blast Zone. Okay. Well, that's a pretty nice draw. Could also have lay down arms, but this gets through for some free damage. Opponent drops down to 9. And they're close to a Blast Zone, but not quite yet. I guess they can use the Loam Speaker actually to Blast Zone this turn. Take out the officers. Yep. Okay. Officers go down. We're left with a 2-2, now pumped up into a 3-3. And opponent drops down to 6. See if they play a 4-drop here. We have the answer. Can swing in for 6 again. Have a Stomper. Cannot block. Okay. They're now forced to chump block here. And if we hit the land for the Cathar, we just win. We do. Never didn't have it. Okay. Opponent wiped out all our 1-drops, and we still won. Strong deck. Opponent goes first. Got some 2-drops. We'll give this a go. White so far. Okay. Mono white do nothing. I think we'll drop the Benalia on them. Are they really an aggro... Are they really an aggro deck? With no 2-drops or 1-drops, and they kept the hand? Maybe not. Maybe they're actually control, and Thalia will be annoying here. Stuck on land, though. Scoop! Okay. Fair enough.